Hi, my name is Christina Nisi Mathis. I'm a local realtor. Welcome to my YouTube channel, a practical go-to space where you can get real estate insights, local market updates, and practical guidance to help you move with confidence.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you have been searching moving to Stockbridge, Georgia, Henry County, Georgia, South Atlanta, new construction homes near Atlanta, this is the video for you. Today, I am taking you on a Google Maps tour of Stockbridge, Georgia. Getting very, very excited because Henry County is my stomping grounds. I have lived here for over 9 years. I've bought 2 homes in Henry County. My son is a soccer player, and so we are constantly shifting throughout the county for soccer matches, and I'm always finding new things to get into. Welcome to Living in Georgia with Christina Nisi Mathis. I am your host, your local Henry County expert. Very excited about bringing you lifestyle, bringing you commute times, bringing you everything from Google Maps point of view. All right, and here we go. We are getting right into it. As you can see, Stockbridge is already highlighted on the map for us. And one of the very first things I want to call your attention to is this right here. This is Highway 75 or Interstate 75. That is the north and southbound into and out of Atlanta. This is for all of us suburb people who want to have Atlanta, Georgia as our location on Facebook and all of our social media platforms, but don't actually want to live within the Atlanta city limits, right? And so Stockbridge is a desirable location because, as you can see, Interstate 75 goes straight through Stockbridge, and there is quick access to that major interstate. There's also quick access to 675, which you'll see right here, and that actually leads up into that shortcut into 285, the perimeter, and so you have access to every major highway right there, which makes commute times desirable. And so you get the full suburb, established neighborhood feel, and amenities, the nightlife that Atlanta provides, but you also have a very self-sufficient community here. So Stockbridge is a heavily populated or neutrally populated area, about 30 to 35,000 residents living right here within these boundaries. And today we are getting straight into our new construction communities that are available in Stockbridge, because you want to know, what are my new construction options, right? Everybody wants to buy that brand new bathroom, that brand new kitchen that no one has ever used before, right? And so I have a new little system that helps me keep everything organized. I've already pre-populated today's tour, and we are going straight into our new construction options. And so that first one is going to be Echo Glen by D.R. Horton Communities. As you can see, this is a combination type community that has both townhomes and single family homes. And this is their brand new master community. There are plenty of walking trails. There's a dog park, fire pits, everything, right? They have tried to do everything with this location. I'm just going to pop into a couple of the photos as I share with you. So you can see this is well thought out, well mapped out. It definitely does not look like this anymore. You see housing everywhere right now, as they are in stage 1, beginning to head into stage 2 of this community. And so plenty of opportunity to get in rather quickly. This is located on the east side of Stockbridge, and so it is one of the hottest new communities in Stockbridge right now. There's a perfect 5-star rating for D.R. Horton as a builder. There are open space playgrounds, walking paths, everything right there. So if you're looking for under 400,000 in a brand new home, this is a must visit community. Next, we are going to go to our next new construction community, and we are switching builders with this one. We are going to DRB, and DRB has quite a few communities popping up in Stockbridge right now. It seems like they just took a whole bite or chunk out of Stockbridge. And so our very first new construction community that we are going to visit with them is the Diamante. And Diamante is located centrally right in the smack dab middle of Stockbridge. It's close to Cochran Park. It's close to downtown Stockbridge. And this is their townhome community. And so you are turning heads with a beautiful product. You have a great location. You're seeing 4.8 stars right here on Google Maps. So if you want low maintenance with a new build feel, this is going to be one of the must-sees for you. So there are modern finishes in these townhomes, no yard work required. Diamante is definitely on the list if you're looking for new construction townhome community in Stockbridge. The next community is by DRB is Birchwood. And Birchwood, we walked into this home when we were doing the community tour, and I absolutely fell in love with the very first floor plan. So DRB Birchwood is located on the southwest side of Stockbridge, and that's going to be in your Dutchtown School District area. So those looking for new construction homes, modern finishes, luxury feel, this community is everything. We walked into this new construction community with the model home floor plan, and I fell absolutely in love with the outdoor porch upstairs right outside of the master bedroom suite. So I would absolutely buy a hammock or one of those egg baskets that you sit in when you go on a cruise. I would post that up there, and that's where I would work from. That's where my office would be. I definitely would have an indoor and an outdoor office. But this community is absolutely beautiful. So the DRB Birchwood community is zoned for Dutchtown schools and beautiful area on the southwest side of Stockbridge. Desirable community for single family homes. Nearly a 5-star rating. You see this? 4.9. That's hard to do, right? This is a quieter pocket of Stockbridge with a very, very vibrant neighborhood feel. And if you want space and if you want serenity, this is absolutely a must-see neighborhood for new construction. I walked into the model home, fell in love with the porch right outside the master bedroom suite, upstairs, absolutely amazing. I was ready to put my house back on the market and convince my husband that we absolutely need this new home. So definitely want to check out this community if you're looking for new construction, luxury filled, modern finishes by DRB. Finally, we are moving to another side of Stockbridge with DRB's Grand View at Millers. And so this is another up and coming area close to East Lake. And look at that. That's just gorgeous. Isn't that just gorgeous? Okay, so Grand View is in East Stockbridge. It's a growing corridor with absolutely great Henry County schools nearby, beautiful homes, brand new incentives going on this month. And it's close to J.P. Mosley Park, which is one of our stops for today. But East Stockbridge is where savvy buyers are definitely digging down and burying roots right now in Henry County. So anytime you're looking at new construction, just want to remind you that you want to give me a call. You want to have your own real estate agent at the table representing you. A lot of times that is covered by different builders, but the agents on site definitely represent the builders. And these contracts look a lot different from resale contracts. And so you want someone on your side advocating for you, making sure that you get the incentives that you want, that you understand the process and all of the things, right? The agents on site are helpful, they're friendly, but they definitely are not your agent. You need your own. So moving into the next part of our tour, we've taken a couple of minutes to just view some of the new construction options for Stockbridge, Georgia. And the important thing is, while Henry County is growing and there aren't as many new construction options in Stockbridge as there are in other areas, there are well-established neighborhoods in Stockbridge, and those lots are nice. You have a beautiful pattern of the large oak trees and plenty of sidewalks and walking trails and space in between houses, and that's just something that a lot of people aim for. These houses are nice size square footage, so that resale is going to go anywhere from an average of about $280,000 for a single family home, all the way up into the sixes for the Stockbridge area, which means Stockbridge is definitely affordable housing compared to some of the other areas in the metro Atlanta area. So we're getting down into one of what people say is a con for Stockbridge, which means that it's something that people aren't really desiring when they move into an area. And part of that is the lack of nightlife. Compared to Atlanta, Stockbridge is very rural, it's very suburban, it's very quiet. And so I had to do some hunting, right, in order to bring this part of Stockbridge to you, where a lot of residents don't even know that some of these places exist. So let's talk food. And Stockbridge is seriously stepping up in this area when it comes down to food and when it comes down to fun. The dining scene here is absolutely not what people expected. So the very first stop, you guys know that I'm usually the one who will show you exactly where the barbecue is. I couldn't find as much barbecue as I wanted to find, but here we go. So 1942 Social is definitely a stop that absolutely delivers, right? Live band nights, there's a DJ, there's bone-in ribeye, there's steak fajita nachos. I think they even have hookah here if that's your thing. So this is your Friday night out in Stockbridge, right? You're going to love the vibe. Definitely sitting right here at this 4.4 stars, and it's located right in the middle of everything Stockbridge, and in a fabulous location. So don't forget to check out 1942 Social. So our next stop is Swig's Restaurant and Lounge. And so this one is located off of 138, close to 675, close to 75. And so this is the nightlife anchor of Stockbridge. You've got salmon sliders, you've got Rasta pasta, you've got lamb chops, you've got a DJ, you've got a full bar, and hookah if that's your thing, or if those are your things. So this is where Stockbridge goes to celebrate. Friday and Saturday nights are definitely electric. And if you're relocating and you want to know where the social scene exists, here is your proof. All right, so the next stop on our tour of dining and lifestyle in Stockbridge is going to be Link Kitchen and Cocktails. This is your brunch spot. This is your breakfast and lunch spot. You're going to find brunch, you're going to find your cocktails, you're going to find some Cornish hen, maybe some lemon pepper wings. We're going to find it all, sangria, everything, right? Reviewers are already calling this a hidden gem in Stockbridge. It's brand new, new on the scene, still growing, but this brunch vibe is exactly what Stockbridge needed, right? So jump into the raving reviews. Link Kitchen and Cocktails is definitely Stockbridge's brunch spot. Next, we're going to Downtown Social and Restaurant and Bar. This is your hidden gem. It definitely is a near perfect rating, 4.8 rating. Most people in Stockbridge still do not know that downtown social and bar exist. There are karaoke nights, there are poker nights, there's live music on some Wednesdays, pool tables, a full bar, best wings in the building, according to their regulars. I don't know, I haven't tried them. So this is your true neighborhood bar. This is where you're going to chill out. There's a mixed crowd, free parking. It's exactly what people mean when they say, I want a community feel, right? And again, most residents still don't know that this place exists. Our hidden gem number 2 is going to be berry rooted bowls. For my health conscious people, this is the hidden gem for you, right? Berry Rooted Bowls has a 5-star rating, and that's where you're going to get your acai bowls, your fresh smoothies, even some popsicles. Reviewers say that they're addicted to this place after the first bite. And so this is where I go when I've done one of those huge Pilates classes and I want to cheat, but I don't want to cheat. This is one of those places, right? Local gym that makes people feel good about the neighborhood that they're choosing. It is a small owner-operated establishment. Excellent ratings. So definitely try Berry Rooted Bowls. Next on our Google Maps tour is Angie's Cafe. Angie's Cafe is located right in the heart of Stockbridge. Again, you see all of these little red dots. I've got so much going on right here. They are another breakfast and lunch spot. They're open 7 days a week. They've got those Cuban-based flavors, and so you got your oxtails, your curry goat, your eggs, everything that makes this a local community staple. When you move here, this is the place you discover and never stop going back to, right? We always pick those little spots, those little holes in the walls that have the best food. This is one of those. So this little gym right here is a recent addition to Stockbridge's lifestyle, nightlife options, all of that, right? Beautiful, beautiful outdoor theater. Definitely very, very active on the weekends, and during the summer months you can catch a concert, a comedy event, all kinds of things going on here. Definitely want to check out what's going on, who's scheduled to be there and when, and don't miss getting your tickets, because this is definitely a beautiful addition to the Stockbridge scene. So now we're going to head out into our shopping and dining options. Where does Stockbridge go to shop, right? And so if I back out a little bit, you can see how close Stockbridge, this area, is to Jonesboro and to Morrow. And so there is a South Lake Mall in there, mall vibes. You have your food court, you have where kids hang out, and you have all of your shopping normals for any mall area there. Great shopping. Down 75, you in Locust Grove, you have Tanger Outlet Malls just 30 minutes away. And so let's get into that local Stockbridge shopping. Our first stop is going to be Stockbridge Village. And I know one thing you're like, why is a local Henry County expert showing me a regular shopping corridor, like a regular area, right? This is the main retail hub right here on 138. 138 is one of those major roads that get you in and out all throughout Stockbridge, right? And so there is a Kroger in here. There are clothing stores, restaurants, shoe stores. It's an actual walkable plaza, right? Clean, well-maintained. There's a bowling alley nearby. And so this is your one-stop corridor for your day-to-day life. Like, Niecy, where am I going to get my groceries from? From Kroger. Our next stop on our shopping and dining is going to be Mays Crossing, which is also located on 138. And so you see Angie's Cafe is right there. You got My Son Loves Him a Hibbit. There's a Popeyes. And so you see everything that you normally would stop by on a day-to-day basis right off one of your major roads in Stockbridge, which is going to be 138. It carries you throughout Stockbridge. Next on our tour, we cannot do a community tour of Stockbridge, Georgia without digging into our Henry County Parks and Recreation. Our first stop is Clark Community Park. Clark Community Park is a staple in Stockbridge. You have walking trails, a huge playground, picnic areas. They even have a food truck Tuesdays here. So this park is where neighborhoods come alive. Definitely have to taste test all the different food trucks and put them to test to see which is the best one. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment in this video if you tried any of the locations that I am suggesting today. Our next stop is going to be Memorial Park. They have a beautiful paved walking trail, and that's called Reeves Creek Trail. They have basketball courts because some people love to have a basketball court to go to play at without having to go to like a leisure center and have a membership and things of that nature. So Reeves Creek Trail actually starts a little bit a ways from Memorial Park, if you see right here. So Memorial Park is here. Reeves Creek Trail is here, and it actually builds and winds around all the way into Memorial Park. And so that paved nature trail runs through the heart of Stockbridge. It's the kind of outdoor amenity that buyers don't expect and they can't imagine leaving. I know when we were filming for the community tour, they were repaving a lot of it, reshaping. There was some landscapers out there. And so this is one of those community staples that people can go and actually get some good hiking in, biking in, bird watching. There was some fishing along the way. Just an amazing time if you love time outdoors, right? Next, we're going to visit J.P. Mosley Park, and that's one of the crown jewels of Henry County Parks and Recreation. There's disc golf out there. There are walking trails. There are football and baseball fields, soccer fields, a full indoor basketball gym with a walking trace above it. There's a fitness center with elevator access. It's a full recreational campus out here. And so I like being able to pack all my kids up with all of their different interests. My son is soccer. I have a daughter who doesn't run for anything, but she likes the workout stations along some of the walking trails, and it's not just a park. It's actually like a whole recreational campus. And it's right next to that Grandview DRB community that I just showed you earlier. So definitely want to check out JP Mosley Park. There's enough there to spend a good couple of weekends outdoors in the fresh air, enjoying the community of Stockbridge. All right, so last but definitely not least on our Google Maps tour is our commute reality check. All right, so again, Stockbridge, all of this area right in here, good area. Let me get my little pencil out. So Stockbridge, all of this little area right here, right, is centrally located off of 75. And so this is 75. This is that 138 that I was telling you about, right? So if you zoom out the way that we love to do, we've got the airport here, we've got Stockbridge here, during those peak hours. So peak hours for me are Monday through every day. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. That's when people are trying to get to work and get to work on time. That's when everything cranks up. And then in the evenings from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. trying to get back in, that's when everything cranks up, right? And whereas it cranks up on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it's still not as busy as those Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, right? And so your commute from Stockbridge to the airport is going to run you about 25 minutes. Getting onto the highway is pretty easy. 75, 675, moving up to 285 and beyond. If you're going into Atlanta for commute, daily commute is going to run you around 35 minutes on a good day, 45 minutes to an hour if there's like a traffic accident that's, fatality involved, something like that, anything like that, or just really awful weather or anything like that, those times increase, right? And so Stockbridge is one of those areas that Henry County residents target who either have a daily commute into Atlanta for work, right? Or a mixed use. They can work from home sometimes, they work from the office a couple of days a week. And so because of that quick highway access, this is going to be a prime area for those who commute into Atlanta for work or commute to the airport for work, right? If you are a stay-at-home, you don't have to worry about a commute, still prime because you may have a membership to see all of Atlanta Falcons games, or may have a membership to view all of the baseball games. I don't know. But if you're wanting one of those, I live in Atlanta, but I don't live in Atlanta type of feels, Stockbridge is one of those must check out areas, especially when it comes down to affordability. So I-75 puts you into Atlanta South Side, 25 to 35 minutes at most when you're talking about living in Stockbridge, right? So for those of you moving from more populated areas where you're used to public transportation, Stockbridge does not have as many MARTA stops. There are some park and rides, but MARTA does not actually reach into Stockbridge, Henry County. And so you're going to want to plan for maybe possibly having your own transportation, or what a Lyft or an Uber would look like for you, or any of those things. If you're thinking about buying in Stockbridge or anywhere in Henry County, new construction, resale, downsizing, investing, reach out. The link is in the description below. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, don't miss the next video. I drop Henry County content every single week. Drop a comment below. Where are you relocating from? What restaurants are you going to try? I read every single comment, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for spending time with me today. If this was helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who may need it. I'll see you in the next video.